Hey, it's Doug with Backcountry Pilgrim. Some time ago, I saw a tarp video that interested me as I was kind of thinking about maybe trying out tarp camping. The video concerned a tarp made by Etowah, an old school backpacking company that has recently come out with a new website. You can check that out in the links below. When I reached out to them, Paul, the founder of the company, actually got back in touch with me. We ended up spending about an hour and a half talking on the phone about gear and all kinds of cool stuff, and he said that what he wanted to do was help me get into ultralight backpacking with a tarp. So he sent me one of their very best backpacks that is meant to be able to function as either a day pack or as a 2 or 3 night backpacking pack. Paul was also kind enough to send me his loadout list so that I could compare it to the gear that I have and see what I could do with it. In addition to the backpack, he also sent me a 6x10 TNT tarp with instructions on how to use it. So I have been carrying the pack lately. I did an overnight recently as a tarp camping trip. I then packed up the pack with what I needed for a full comfort overnight backpacking trip, got the base weight down to 8.8 pounds. So in this video, I am going to go over the Etowah pack and the loadout that got me to a sub 9 pound base weight. I will also link to all of the gear that I used in the description of the video below. Alright, let's begin with the back of the pack. First, I do have a water bottle holder. This is also from Etowah. It does not come with the pack itself. You have to buy this separately. This is a satellite device that I will be reviewing on another video. One of the things I like about this pack is that you've got nice, wide, very thickly padded shoulder straps. You've got some D-rings on here to connect gear. You've got a good sternum strap. There is a Velcro strap. At first I was confused by the purpose of these straps because they don't really allow you to adjust the size of the harness, nor are they load lifters. As it turns out, the suspension system is the same on other Etowah packs, and this allows the manufacturer to swap them out quickly and without additional cost. Very smart. Nice big carry handle, love this. Good padding on the back. It's a little ventilated, so it's not ridiculously sweaty. Now, this pack does have 2 loops up here at the top. I have my trekking poles in them. They're quite large, but there's just no corresponding cinch cord or anything for them. Small webbing routers along the bottom, so could do a strap along the bottom. One of the things I love about this pack is that you have legit mesh pockets on the outside. These are a combination of a stretchy top with a non-stretch bottom, and these are quite large. I've got a lot of gear in here. The pockets on the side are also good size. It is a roll top with a clasp and a Velcro strip to help you line everything up. On the inside, you do have a hydration compatible sleeve. It doesn't go all the way to the bottom. It's just kind of a barrier between your hydration bladder and the rest of your gear. And one other thing that I find very interesting on the outside is that you have an ultra material sleeve that goes all the way down the side of this side of the pack into the pocket. So if you have something tall that you want to put on the side, you still have some protection from abrasion and catching on things, but you are able to put something taller than the pack in here. So it's still protected, it still looks like it's part of the pack, it's being held by the pocket, but it is separate from the other stuff in the pocket. It allows you to get in and out of that pocket easily without hitting whatever else is there. One other thing that's interesting about this pack is that you have a strap on here that actually hoists up the top of the outside pocket and snaps in. You've also got a D-ring here to hang stuff off. The strap itself is a daisy chain, so you do have some other possibilities for running straps through here. Okay, so what do I have in this pack? Inside the outside pocket, I have my Outdoor Vitals Nebo windbreaker. I also have my Hilltop Packs food bag. Now this is doubling as a kind of ditty bag right here. Inside, I've got my glasses case, medical kit, rain kilt, Trekology pillow, light trowel system, compass, Apex Giant emergency whistle, Hugo Air headlamp with the requisite shock cord headband, glow-in-the-dark Swiss Army knife. I've got 6 tent stakes. These are by Wise Owl, Toke's titanium spoon, and I've got the full rope bag, Apex Giant dog bone, Hilltop Packs carabiner system for hanging this when I get to my campsite. Also in the front pocket, I've got my Hilltop Packs battery bag, and an apple and some cheese for a snack on the trail, and that is it for the front pocket. So there's still a bit of room here, but it's getting fairly full. Okay, over on the side, I've got my Knock Vecto, and my Sawyer Squeeze. I've actually made the switch to the Platypus Quick Draw, but I couldn't find it while I was getting this loadout made, so I put this in instead as a substitute, and I've got a bug net, the 11th Essential. Over on the other side, I have a 16-ounce ultralight Nalgene bottle. I use this for drink mixes, pee bottle, and that is it for the side pockets. As far as the pack goes, there is also a side compression strap that's going to help you keep everything locked in right here if it goes above the level of the pocket. Having a look inside, Nemo Tensor insulated long, wide sleep pad. Inside this Hilltop Packs bag, which is also waterproof, is my Gossamer Gear ground sheet, my cordage, Frog Togs jacket, underwear, and socks in case I needed them for today. My Yama bug net. Now this is not strictly necessary for tarp camping, but I cannot stand bugs, and on my way in, I saw something that convinced me that this was a very good idea. Here is my Etowah 6x10 tarp, made of ultra fabric, and I just grabbed a bag of food and drink mixes to emulate an overnight. Again, today I'm not actually doing an overnight, I'm just bringing all the gear to test out the pack and see if it will work for an overnight, but I have used all of this gear in backpacking overnight situations, so I already know it works. I'm just really testing out the pack today to see if it rides well enough with all of this gear that I can say I could do an ultralight overnight loadout in a day pack if I wanted to. Finally, here we have the trash compactor bag with my Decathlon 4-class down coat and my UGQ Bandit 20-degree top quilt. So that is it. That is everything that I need for an overnight, and it all fits inside this backpack. So this pack is a little different configuration than I'm used to. One thing I really like about it is that the hip belt is actually pretty wide. Now it goes around my stomach, but it is keeping some of the weight off my shoulders. I'm feeling the pressure right about here, which is not really where I'd like it. I'd like it to be a little lower, so I gotta kind of play with that a little bit. I like feeling like it's right on the chest, but the shoulder straps are so well padded. So far it's very comfortable. I am feeling the weight a bit on my traps, which, you know, if this was a very heavy pack, would be a no-go, but it's pretty comfortable right now. I'm still under 9-pound base weight, so can't really complain. Strap adjustments are really important on this pack because your hip belt is really not engaging the weight of the pack very much. You got to really get the rest of it dialed in. And what I've discovered is that through adjustments of the strap, sternum strap, etc., I am able to kind of move the weight up and down a bit on my back, which is nice because then when one part gets tired, I can drop it down low, pick it up high like I have it now. And yeah, I'm digging it. All right, so I've been wearing the Etowah Wolf 100 for about 5 hours now. Full overnight, full comfort loadout. If you're really used to having a full suspension, full hip belt, you do need to pay a lot more attention as to how you are cinching up your shoulder strap, sternum strap, that sort of thing. The belly belt doesn't hurt either. If you have only hiked with full suspension backpacks, you might think 10 pounds would just be nothing. I mean, I've got backpacks that weigh more than 5 pounds by themselves. However, if you are carrying all of it with your mid to upper back and not on your hips at all, that 10 pounds does feel significantly heavier than it would in a full suspension pack. If you like typical ultralight form factor, but you want it in a Daypack size, this is perfect. I mean, it's got all the standard ultralight type features, but it's only 25 liters. I think for like maybe winter day packing, where I'm stuffing some higher volume clothes and that sort of thing in the pack, this is something that will do better than a smaller Osprey or even my Waymark Mile. As I'm nearing the end of this hike, I just want to go on record as saying that I am very comfortable right now. There's a comfortable pressure in my mid back. My shoulders are not hurting. I don't have any upper back problem. No pain to speak of. You know, it's just a little bit of weight back there. So I would say this has been a successful gear test. So once again to Paul at Etowah, thank you so much for this gear. Thank you so much for our talks and your commitment to backpacking and backpackers. Check the links in the description of the video below to check out Etowah for yourselves. They do have a new website. Thank you for coming along. Until next time, I'm Doug. Thank you for watching.